This man was messing with a female corpse, when suddenly the corpsman asked, "What are you doing?" The sudden question made his legs go weak. He didn't even get his pants properly on before bolting out of the morgue. Uncle Wong in the duty room was just about to ask what was going on when he looked up. There sat that female corpse, straight as a board. Uncle Wong was scared half to death, but out of the corner of his eye, that figure seemed even more terrified. She staggered into the duty room, grabbed the phone, and dialed 110. The police arrived at the funeral parlor quickly. The woman said she'd been raped, and the culprit was Zhang Wei, an employee there. The police asked about the incident, but she couldn't answer. All she remembered was her name, Chuya, that she was a dance teacher, and that she'd gone to work as usual that morning. Everything after that was a blank. The police took Zhang Wei back to the station. After questioning, he confessed to everything. Zhang Wei was a college grad, hit hard by the job market. He couldn't find work and had no girlfriend. He'd gotten the funeral parlor job through his parents pulling strings. Because of the nature of the work, there were few female colleagues around him, almost none his age. That day, a female corpse was brought in from a hotel, tall, with fair skin. Zhang Wei got excited right away and even volunteered to help clean the body. By night, all his co-workers had left, leaving Zhang Wei alone in the mortuary. He slowly lifted the white cloth covering the corpse, made up by the mortician. The body looked eerily lifelike and striking. Zhang Wei, who'd been single for years, felt his blood rush. He couldn't hold back anymore. He climbed right onto the mortuary table and did those perverted things to the body for 3 minutes. Then came the scene from the start. The police quickly got in touch with Choya's family. When they heard their daughter was alive, they rushed over at once and told the police why she died. It turned out Choya was a dance teacher, teaching kids daily. To improve, she practiced 10 hours a day. The day before, on her way to work, she'd suddenly felt unwell. Her vision went black and she collapsed. Doctors tried to save her, but her heart never restarted. She was finally declared dead from sudden cardiac arrest due to overexertion. Her parents were devastated, but had no choice but to accept it. The next day, they took her to the funeral parlor to be cremated, knowing she loved looking nice. They'd even paid good money for a beautiful makeup job. At this point, her parents immediately rounded up their relatives and went to the hospital to demand answers. After all, the hospital had nearly killed their daughter. The hospital held a meeting to investigate once they found out. The conclusion: Chuya had been in a state of suspended animation. Likely, extreme exercise caused oxygen deprivation to her brain, temporarily stopping her heartbeat and pulse. So much so that even doctors couldn't detect any signs of life. And the reason Chuya woke up, it was exactly because of Zhang Wei's rapid thrusting. But this spelled big trouble for Zhang Wei. What would have been at most desecration of a corpse was now rape. Just as the police were about to arrest him, Chuya's parents made a surprising decision. They wouldn't press criminal charges against Zhang Wei. They even wanted to thank him. After all, without Zhang Wei's actions, Chuya would have most likely been cremated. Imagine how she'd be waking up inside a cremation furnace. In the end, the court considered that while Zhang Wei's actions constituted desecration of a corpse, punishable by up to 5 years, he'd accidentally saved a life and received forgiveness. So they reduced the sentence, ultimately sentencing him to 2 years in prison.